Do you think it's okay for white people to use black emojis?
Oh.
What is a black emoji?
That was in my intro.
Like skin color.
Oh, you mean like the emoji, like...
The skin colors.
But
like
okay.
like you do the hands clapping, like, but like the black hands.
I don't think it's necessary.
That's what I said. I'm like,
That's
I don't feel the need to.
I
like,
think,
I don't feel the need to use the black.
I think the reason why we have like multiracial emojis now is so different people can be like represented.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're black, you use the black emoji. If you're white, you use the white emoji. If you're kind of in the middle, you know, whatever.
But is it offensive if you're white and you use a black emoji?
I just think it's unnecessary.
I think it depends
Yeah.
on the context.
Yeah.
Of
I
like,
get that.
why are you?
I get that
why
because
why did you
a little
specifically go to the black emoji? Is it for a joke?
Like,
Is it
okay,
for?
So
I can think it was
the
a joke.
star of Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah.
Ellen Pompeo, she has a black husband and a black kid. Well, you know, multiracial.
Oh, okay. Right.
Biracial kid,
Nice.
and she's very involved with like any African American issues. So she's always involved in that. And someone tweeted her about something, and like it was something good that happened like with the the African American community. So then she quoted it with like the black emojis,
Okay.
and people were like, "How dare you use them? Like that's disrespectful." And she's like, "No, like I'm so happy like that this happened that like I'm just trying to honor it. Like I'm just using emojis." So like
Right.
I don't know, like that's I think that was okay that she
That
was
makes
there.
sense though, because like,
But like if you're just using it every day and like it's like why do you gotta do that?
from like all my friends, like, they say like black women invented the clapback, which is what that emoji referencing. I'm guessing. Like I've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and that they do that.
No, she was like
I've
she
seen
was
TV
using
shows
it
that
as
that's
like
the joke.
like congrats like on this, like she was like
Oh,
happy
that?
for it.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
that's
not as like
how-
a diss.
okay.
Like no, she was using it as like good. Like I'm so happy this happened. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Basically,
I don't know.
I think like this issue is more like on how different ethnicities have expression. So it's like the way like black people use expression is different than the way a white person would express themselves, and like
Yeah.
basically like the jokes or like just the way expression is given is different. So that whole issue with like, oh, why are you using the clapping emoji of somebody who is black? It could be like seen as problematic, but then at the same time oversensitive. I don't really know how to like really like put a straight answer for this,
Yeah.
but I could see how on one side it could be viewed as like a mockery or like using like a race to express yourself in a certain way,
Right.
because then as soon as like you see a black person expressing themselves in a certain way, you can
You
already
equate that
see
to the emoji or like whatever.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can see the way it's happening. But then if you do it in a different ethnicity, then you could kind of see the way it's happening in that ethnicity, if you understand what I'm saying.
Mm.
So I could see how like that could be viewed as a mockery, and then also viewed as something sensitive, because sometimes like people can be a little too emotional over things like that, just to
Yeah.
like have a scream out on certain things. But definitely I could see how that could be like offensive for
When she used it, you're talking about, or in general?
oh in general
Yeah.
because
What
this
about
is
when
actually the
she
first
used
time
it
I
in
heard
things?
it.
Because it was like something like happened, like I don't know, it's like I'm just gonna make something up, like the first African American woman was elected and something, say something like that, and then she wrote back, she's like, oh like this is so great, and then she was like clapping like this is great, and like with the black emoji, and people were like, how dare she do that?
Her intention wasn't meant to cause harm, but I
Yeah.
do think that it could be unnecessary.
Yeah,
I think it is unnecessary. Like
Yeah.
you don't have
like
to
you
do
don't have
that.
to use it.
Yeah.
Like we see your intention, but like if you don't have to do that, then don't do it,
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
could be seen as something like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It's like,
me.
and her
Easily
clapback
avoid
was
it.
like, she's the mother of a biracial child, like her husband, like she's very involved, like she didn't feel like it was a bad thing, because she always felt like she's a advocate of it, so it's
that's good. But like if there is like no need to like use it when you can have like your own emoji
Yeah.
for your own
Right.
skin tone, then why use a different skin tone? The
Yeah.
point of using a different skin tone is to like show that oh the
Represent.
way I'm expressing myself is of this ethnicity, not of
Mhm.
my own ethnicity.
Mhm.
So I think I could see how that's offensive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessary.
And also, like, I feel like unless, like, let's say if she was coming from a biracial family and she had a picture of her family and she kind of had, like, an emoji for every, for every single, like, race, like, that would make sense, because I feel like it should be a direct representation of what you're putting out rather than, anything that could be considered mockery or trying to be someone that like you're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like as long as it reflects the content, then that would just make the most sense. But if not, then it's just kind of avoid it.
yeah, it's like why do you have to do it? Just,
Yeah, like it's
don't.
just. I
Yeah,
don't think it's.
I agree with everything
necessary.
that you're saying. I don't think I can't picture it being necessary that often, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no
I guess if you're
conversation where it's,
praising someone
like,
of a different race, if you're gonna use a different race's emoji, but it's like, I feel like the only time it's gonna be used, for the most part, is if you're making fun of them,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, what's the point in using it then? You know, like if you have like your own race, I don't get it. Okay, whatever.